Every 100 years, a comet appears in the skies above the Mushroom Kingdom. The comet was so large one year, it filled the skies and sent countless shooting stars raining down. The Toads brought the shooting stars to the castle, where they became a great power star. It should have been a very happy time for the citizens of the Mushroom Kingdom. That was the night of the Star Festival, held once every 100 years to celebrate the comet.
Dear Mario, I'll be waiting for you at the castle on the night of the Star Festival. There's something I'd like to give you. From Peach.
Alright, and with that, hey, what's going on, guys? It's SonicSaber25, and welcome to a brand new Let's Play of Super Mario Galaxy. When I said I wanted to do this game ever since I got a capture card, I wasn't kidding. This is probably the first game that I played in the Mario series, and it was my first impression of the entire Mario series. So back then I was, a bit of a Sonic fanboy. I refused to kind of try anything else, being the little kid that I was. And as a Sonic fanboy, I thought it was, customary to hate Mario because of the whole 90s thing. But after trying Super Mario Galaxy, I think it is probably one of my top 10 games of all time. The castle is just down this path. You can't miss it. Or, the view from here is just the best. La 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 la. Mario, you made it! I'm not gonna do that voice. That hurts my throat. It's also one of the, the few games for me that uses the motion controls somewhat well. I mean, yeah, you have a bunch of Zelda games with the whole sword swinging thing, but I feel like, even though it wasn't used extensively in this game, I mean, for what they did, I really liked the way the motion controls were implemented in this game. You can move Mario around with your nunchuck, control stick, that sort of simple stuff. And, let's just head on, why don't we? It can't ever be a festival without something going wrong. So we have Bowser! Or, one last time, I'm gonna do it before I kill my voice. It's Bowser! So we have a bunch of Toads being glassified, I guess. He's like, just, I don't know. You're preserving the fun guys themselves, I guess you could say. So let's not waste any time in this entire scenario. It's a disastrous scenario. And let's head on. I've always been curious, can these meteorites hurt you? I kinda wanna try. Right here? Doesn't look like it. Oh, do you just pass right through them? Whoa, that's kinda weird. Hold on. It's a better view here, I guess. Oh, no, they can. Okay. Interesting. I never knew that. I mean, I never really did think to try it, but I guess thinking about it now, they probably would hurt you if you did get hit by one.
Yeah.
Finally, you're awake. Let's play. I just completely missed that. Okay. Come on, jump with A. And here we are, alone on a stranded planet, following a talking bunny. I swear that sounds less insane in my head. Let's play hide and seek. If you catch all of us, we'll tell you about where you are. Okay, so before we go ahead and play the aforementioned game of hide and seek, I'll go through Mario's moveset. You have a little cursor over here, and as you saw in the previous, well, before the previous cutscenes, I was using it to pick up star bits. You want to pick up as many of these as possible. I'll get into why a bit later. But yeah, really cool. You can also walk into the star bits to pick them up, but you know, when you have a cursor as such, really, there's no point in not using it. As I said before as well, you can move Mario around with the control stick, press A to jump. If you press A with right timing, you can do a triple jump, so you just have to press A every time you land, the third jump being the highest. And you can crouch in this game, and you can waddle around. And if you press Z then A while running in quick succession, you do a long jump, which gives you a fair amount of distance. And you can also, if you ever want to just stop yourself and immediately head to the other direction, you can stop yourself immediately and then press A, and that does a side somersault. Holding Z while you're standing still and then pressing A does backflip, which gives you quite a bit of vertical height. And then finally, pressing A and then pressing Z does your standard ground pound. So yeah, this game doesn't have the dive from Super Mario 64, the baseball dive. I mean, I don't really mind. I actually kind of like the addition. I'm kind of glad they brought it back in Super Mario Odyssey. I really like that. We can head through these craters and go to the other side of the planet. And if you listen, you don't have to say, I don't have to say listen closely. If you just listen, you can hear certain areas where the star bunnies are because of that sound, and you can find them. I mean, it's really not meant to be difficult. It's like I mean, we're not even at the first level of the game. We're at a tutorial. And you got caught in the plants there. I didn't know that could happen. That never really happened to me before. Aw, I knew I should have hidden in the crater. So every time you catch one, they essentially snitch out where the other one's gonna be. You traitors! Okay, there's the other crater. Which one? Oh, you know what? I kind of want to catch that one last. I guess it doesn't really matter which order you catch them in. For catching these guys, you really don't want to be running around too much. You just have to keep chasing them until they get tired enough. Oh, are you going to run into a plant too? Please do. That'll make my life a lot easier. Yep. Why are they running into plants? These are like the stupidest bunnies. Well, their bunny forms might be really stupid, I guess. Alright, well, let's head on and find the third one. Wait, I just heard it all the way back here. Oh, I bet you he's probably hidden in that grass. I mean, we did get a hint. Yep, there he is. Come on. Oh, you're smarter than your brethren. Oh, not that smart. You tried to jump right into the crater and had second thoughts. Listen, suicide isn't the way out. Look, I know that you guys are intense about your game, but you don't have to do that much. All you have to do is run a bit faster. I mean, really, how fast can Mario run? I just completely ignored that you can help Mama stuff. Sorry about bringing you here so suddenly. We should probably tell you where you are. There's a connection here to deep space, far from your lands. We call it the gateway to the starry sky. Mama's waiting up above. Please help her with whatever she asks. Well, she's not my mama. Why do I have to help her? Yeah. Just say no. Credits roll. You think I'm joking? There's actually a scene like that in Super Paper Mario. Well, not a scene where the credits roll, but yeah. I've been watching you from here. This place is called the Gateway to the Starry Sky. Starry Sky, yes, exactly. That's how I pronounce words. My name is Rosalina. I watch over and protect the cosmos. To save your special one, you'll need the power to travel through space. I want a spaceship. Luma can give you this power. I will entrust you with his care. It's not exactly the biggest spaceship. You have the ability to spin now. Disaster has struck us just as it has visited you. With Luma, I hope you can rescue the grand stars. May the stars shine down on you. Alright. You're gonna give us a tutorial. Shake the Wii remote to spin into things that look breakable. You can even spin into enemies to stun them. So we can go ahead and shake the Wii remote here. There we go. And that gives us a launch star. Shake the Wii remote when you're near one to shoot through space like a comet. Now go and explore the universe. There are lots and lots of galaxies for you to discover. Let's hold off on that for a second. And I'm just going to get through this really quickly because, I mean, I don't really see another point in the game where I'll be able to explain as much as I can right now. That is, if you jump and then spin, you gain a little bit of extra height, which I don't think you guys can see because of the wonky gravity in this game. But yeah, there you go, a little bit of extra height. Same with the long jump, you get a bit of extra distance. You can basically use it with any jump that you have. Hitting these plants just launches them. You can interact with a lot more things than you originally think you can with the spin. That sentence probably just made no sense. What I mean is that I learned that the spin can do a lot more than when I first played this game. That I thought that it did when I first played this game. I can talk. I can word good. But without further ado, let me just save myself from this awkwardness by entering this launch star. Alright. Hi there, good to see you. Good to see you too. I have some bad news though. See, I had a launch star. Oh, what? A meteorite smashed it up. Okay. I just skipped that on accident. Whoops. You can't leave without it, so find all the star chips to fix it. Oh, and be sure not to fall in that black hole. I mean, yeah, definitely don't fall in that black hole. I mean, you'd have to wonder, really, with how science works, why this black hole just isn't sucking in the planet that's around it. I mean, it's pretty much a hollow planet. You gain an additional Mario. That's basically a 1-up. I don't really have to explain that to you guys. These little mini Goombas, spin into them. They give you a coin. But yeah, I was wondering, like, how the heck can a planet this fragile just stay together? Like, look at that. That does not look like a thick crust at all. Like, that's a very weak crust. This planet should just collapse, like, instantly. Alright, with our 5th star chip, I think this is where the launch star spawns too. Oh. Not quite speed running, but, you know, close enough, I guess. So, let's go ahead up here. Get me out of here! One of those enemies should have the key. You can shake the spinner and then make them dizzy. Once they're stunned, just run into them. Now, little Goombas don't give you... Well, they give you a coin when you hit them, and I need one right now. Coins also regenerate your health if you have health missing in your health bar. But, if you can stun them, and then run into them, they give you Starbits, which is... preferably what you want to do, since Starbits are way more valuable in this game than coins. We're going to leave you alone right now. Just ignore the Goomba that is trying to get us. And we're going to focus on these little guys. Alright. You can also press B when you're pointing the cursor at an enemy to shoot it with a Starbit. And it'll get more Starbits. Now, I had a net of 0. I had no net gain or loss in that. The idea with shooting Starbits at enemies is that you want to shoot them at enemies that drop coins normally, so that you know, get Starbits as a profit. Really, you don't want to be wasting Starbits. You want to, you know, save as much of these as you can. Thanks, would you mind rescuing my buddy in that base up there too? I'll transform into a Sling Star. Just jump into me after I... transform! A Sling Star is basically the same as a Launch Star, just not as powerful. Bam! Here we have these electric gates. Electricity deals you 1 hit point of damage. I totally meant to demonstrate that, and I didn't just hit it because I suck at this game. Okay. I have no excuse this time. Alright. Alright, there we go. Ooh, what do you say? Give me that. There we go. If you take damage, grab a coin to boost your life. Okay, fantastic. The game's already telling me what I told you guys. I just had to stifle in a burp right there. Alright, screw you. I'm not gonna bother with this. Oh, God. Oh, by the way, these huge enemies can be taken out with a spin. This is the only enemy that you see that's this big in the game. They make a reappearance in Galaxy 2, but for some reason, this is the only time you'll ever see a giant enemy like that giant Goomba. I'm gonna see if I can clear this planet of a few more things. Try to get a few more Starbits before I... Alright, I'm starting to get sick of these electric gates. Like, really annoyed. Come on. There we go. I mean, I'm still, like, you know... I hope you guys aren't getting too bored of this, because I'm still trying to figure out how to do commentary for... Well, I wouldn't say, you know, slow games, but it is slightly slower paced than what I usually play. And, you know, less story-driven, so... I mean, I'm kind of new to doing commentary for these kinds of things, so I don't know. I hope I don't sound too boring. We got the key, so where are you? I might be on the other end of the planet. Oh, wait. There we go. Okay, hurry, down here. We've been waiting for you. That's a Grand Star. We have to save it. They're using the Grand Star to power that alpha machine. It looks like it's making something. We have to do something before the Grand Star power is drained. Quick, find a way to stop that terrible machine. Alright, to turn off the machine, it's really simple. All you have to do is change the yellow into blue. That's basically your lot. There's really not much more else to do. I'm going to ignore the Goombas because we have plenty of Starbits already. Also, a quick mention... For God's sake. Alright. A little quick mention is, if you get 50 Starbits, it does give you a 1-up, so that is another incentive to collect them. I already changed that to blue. Alright. Let's just get you. There we go. And get those 2 Starbits. Fantastic. I also just realized that, if you hit the flip switches in succession... Well, when you activate them, or when you turn them blue, I'm just going to deactivate a few here. Did anyone see that pop into frame? Oh, okay, it was a coin. I was wondering what the heck that was. If you run along the flip switches at rapid succession, they also play a, I don't know, something a little bit akin to the background music of what you're hearing. They play in that sort of rhythm, I guess. I don't know, it's a bit tougher to notice. Maybe I can point it out when it's a little bit easier to notice, I guess. So with that, we have disabled the machine, and let's get our first grand star. Alright, I'm gonna say it well. You got a grand star! Give it a bit of pizzazz. I mean, it is the starting of the game. We have to, you know, show a little bit of enthusiasm. And our journey begins. The beacon is lit again. It shines weakly, maybe only as bright as a Class 6 star, but at least the poor Lumas will survive now. I mean, am I supposed to know what a Class 6 star is? Thank you for saving the Grand Star. These star people are my family. They mean so much to me. Welcome to the Comet Observatory. It's my home and also home to the Lumas. You see, we travel the starry skies. We pass by this area once every 100 years, but suddenly we stopped in front of this planet. A strange force had latched onto our ship, pulling away starbits and our power source, power stars. Our ship had lost power, so it entered a deep hibernation state in which it could not move. Those who took your special one picked up the power stars and discovered the power to cross the universe. Please, I have a request. This observatory uses star power to project images of the galaxies scattered across space. I had to stifle another burp. And there's a chance we can use our few remaining stars to look for other power stars. These round rooms are called domes. We observe galaxies from domes such as these. But the only one that is working now, powered by the star power you restored, is this one, the terrace. Please go to the terrace and try to recover the power stars from the galaxies you can see from there. If we do that, we'll be able to... I just hit my table. If we do that, we'll be able to restore the Comet Observatory's ability to fly like a spaceship. Then perhaps we can pursue the thieves who ran off with the power stars. And with that, we're on the Comet Observatory. Right now, not much to see, a little bit barren. Well, I mean, we haven't really progressed into the game for it to be that really that exciting. However, I think this box here, if you spin into it, gives you a 1-up, which is pretty neat. This is the garage. Hello! Alright, let's head into the dome, I guess. Next episode. Yeah, I mean, I know that I only did 1 star this episode, but considering how, you know, it's the first episode of a game, I really just hope that, you know, you guys will forgive me for not doing more than 1 star. I mean, it is a little bit more story-driven than other Mario games. There's not really a way, it's not like a 2D Mario game where you could start off with the first 3 levels. But I will try to get more done in the next episode. So yeah, next time we'll be heading over to the terrace and trying to figure out where we can go to get more power stars. Till then, guys!